send that off. Great. Alright, so to anyone that does turn up early and was expecting Alien Isolation, just don't feel like it today, for one, and two, it just keeps crashing, so, oops. So we're just gonna do a little bit of, am I 23? I am 23. I'm just an idiot. Alright. Tell people I'm 22. I'm young. I'm fine. We're gonna be doing the rest of the story, which is every mission past this one.
We found a boat.
We've watched this already. Every mission that is past this one is fine. It's okay.
It's time for the briefing.
But
Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. Well, we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
you're better than High Commander, buddy. AA guns, 2 A46 watchtowers, tanks, AA guns, APCs, howitzers. They're being guarded by 3 Griffins, tank destroyers, AA guns, SAM sites, trucks, tanks, tents, AA guns. The only air contact threat appears to be 7, which is listing the 3 Griffins, 1 A86, that makes it 4, and then the 3 Apaches that were at that second attack pattern. So, I mean, the problem is what we need is we need a plane. We First off, we need a fighter. Screw a multi-role. That's a long-range air-to-air, isn't it? Yeah, so that one won't work. Flanker. High velocity air-to-airs. Long-range air-to-ship won't cut it. Su-30. High power air-to-air. I think that's what we'll run. We've just got to set up parts that make her a little bit better off. Because right now, what is she running? She's running stuff for guns, that's not what we need. We need her acceleration ability. Oh, she has ECU software up. Nice. Just gotta select the skin as Strider Squadron. And then go.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
That's what Experimental Squadron uses, so I might as well use them. Gonna be using guns and basic missiles. These secondaries are only for Mihai.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, to work. Target locked. Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not. So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin. Here! No, they're with the Osean Army! Our anti-air guns are destroyed! Abandon this war back to our real position! Retreat! There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Osean refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse. Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire. What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. He's confused. I know. There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down. Target eliminated. We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base? So what's this faction split from the Erusian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslage, which neighbor Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
Missile.
Missile evaded. The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
in there too long.
We're unable to use the SAMs! Help me! You've entered the clouds. Don't stop the car! It'll make us an easier target! Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
Shit. I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know. Nickel.
That's Shalaji Castle. Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head with your jet engine.
Target hit.
Locked on.
None of our units are able to communicate over the comms. Missile inbound. Taking.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target locked.
Fox 2.
Fire set up to change the accent. At least stop it from spreading. Enemy on your back. Better have luck. Damage report. Break, break. All of our infantry fighting vehicles are getting some caught. Not done landing. Rockwood and hell of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on.
Target acquired.
Fire clear the others airborne.
Strider 1. Missile launched. New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town's of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about. AA destroyed! Sending ducks! Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by. Native, this battle zone is ready to get up there. With the hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane. Soul Squadron airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Understood it. You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around and we'll be close to shoot you down.
This is the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough.
She said it's turned tight, but only for a little bit.
I'm more than a match for you.
Let's go for those soul scorpion.
Fox 2.
Yeah.
As expected, but a lucky shot will be boring. Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east.
In a Y room.
High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I am not that person. Really? Just let you squad up for training. I'm speaking for your advice to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, no one looks at you. Hey, where's the color of that plane? Damn, that's the flames of hills. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. Rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. That just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
Unidentified aircraft. Landing plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy. Like the sky feels like my own. Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with me taught me something. Drone fighters don't know. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. But they're what the rest of the Jedi Air Force should be fighting against. Not bad. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I found every last one of them.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit. Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
We did the hard mission.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
How are you doing then, Winter? Doing good?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkins? Because this guy was a Belkin, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkin, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Well...
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored General Network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusea have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. can see the future.
Romance? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 Squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
Yeah. Strider skin. There we go.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
She gets the same minigun that the F-16 does, but she gets the air-to-airs and a very good amount of maneuverability. She's probably the only one left that can do it.
We need help! Don't let them damage more! Show them what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of! Thanks, I owe you. No sweat.
Head into formation. We up the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will
Strider
secure
Squadron,
air superiority.
Cyclops Squadron.
There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger. Right.
Speaking our own channel, the enemy can learn anything you say. There's no other choice. Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
Gold Squadron and Michael Squadron of the Erusian Airport. We're on our own. Broadcaster, we're entering your airspace.
It's Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every war we can call on, even if they were flying with
I have basic ideas. I just I have to get affiliates sorted out. I have to get a bank account sorted out first, and then let me pause. And then I also have to wait. For some reason, in-stream manager channel points has not appeared yet, so I'm gonna have to wait until the end of the month to see when they appear, or until then. But I got a couple ideas of things and things to throw around. I'll have to talk with Trin and Novo and see certain things. I have ideas for silly things to put in there and basic things to put in there, so yeah.
Rebels or what? They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Rush up on convents later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. You can know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. Its area is radio waves cover exactly half the globe. Inject a signal in order to reach out to you.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. That's what Scoot sounds. Can someone learn or someone to guide us? The UAVs were sluggish when we were let down. These big drones without motors are slow as hell. The biggest progress we've heard.
The communications infrastructure down. Broadcasting transmits to certain regions. If you can access the service, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone.
Admiral, it's safe over here. We've taken away all their guns.
Yes! Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tablet.
All right, understood.
Yeah.
Princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies unknown. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the arsenal bird. They're aimed as projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, we got more incoming.
No. Proceed with caution.
We can't switch off the security systems, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving
Turn
in
and
10
burn.
seconds.
Let's get the fuck out of
5,
here.
4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. The top of the wind break.
Need 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
Missile.
3 seconds remaining.
Ammunition 0.
All I've got to really do is bait out the fighters now as the camp taking more damage.
Rider 1, missile inbound.
Monster bird is in our trap. We'll hear the saturation attack. Wait for the signal. You're mine. Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the Arsenal bird.
Incoming.
5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire.
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Well,
Damn monster.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers.
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's a pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. You should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the Arsenal bird.
Target acquired.
Warning, bandit behind you. You're all mine.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird.
It's ready against APS. All aircraft, recon from the Arsenal bird.
Cosette, that's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on with those frills.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
So good. The engine control room is gone.
Nothing changes this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
These propellers have installed.
All aircraft. You can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attack.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the Arsenal bird with conventional
Hi, Hex. Come on, old girl. Aw.
Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger. Just how hard is that thing? Say what? Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot.
Ooh, Trin, hi. Yep, I've got 2 more missions in this, and then I will join you for something. Or at least I'll finish this mission. Where's that other joint? Come on, old guy. Yes.
Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed?
Are there joints at the front of that thing?
George! Tabloid! Get back here! I can't leave her to die. Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it!
It's the Arsenal bird.
The joints are acting off.
It's a big old girl, but I'll deal with her.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Alright, docking module's gone.
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Damn it.
What about Tabloid? Is he safe? George, the girl were saved. You're saved.
Yes.
Lieutenant Base unit confirmed destroyed.
Orchestra. Oh my god. The arsenal burns on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Lancaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water. All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
Oh.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Aha.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
You know in the next Ace Combat game they're going to probably rise that from the ocean. I just know it.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. Surrender now. We will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrenders. You guys better not throw away your lives.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down.
What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
There's the Raven.
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Osean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do. Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. You're too fast. Lower your speed. 3
2,000 meters to carrier. Bank left, Trigger. 1,500 meters to carrier. You're on course. Looking good, buddy.
Ooh, slow down, I'll go.
Landing, you're gonna crash!
It's a raptor, man!
Trigger, can you hear me?
No, I'm not doing that again. It's a raptor, goddammit.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned.
It's a goddamn raptor. It doesn't have a tail hook. Usually I use a carrier plane that has a goddamn tail hook, but raptors don't have that. Oh, God. Right. 8 million coins and nothing to do with them. Well...
I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Osean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not.
2006.
If this war keeps going on
RFC
like it is,
for the following.
It'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This Scrap Queen's got work to do.
Thank you, Tran.
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Osean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft.
The need.
According to the Scrap
Need for
drones
speed.
are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to
Nice.
drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically effective. If that's the case, this war will never end.
Top
We need
Gun
to take
shenanigans,
both drones
yeah.
down no matter what it takes. We'll
It's
do
the
it.
last damn mission, so... Okay. I need something fast, maneuverable, and with high damaging missiles. I have the F-22, but she's too big. I have the SU-30, which I was using before. All the F-types are too slow and they're too big, or they're too fast and they're too big. The YF prototype is annoying to fly. Typhoon's a ground attacker. You're too old. You're too old. Well, I power air to air. Highly damaging and have poor homing. I do. I have the Foxhound. Where is she? There. I have the Foxhound. MiG-31B. It's either going to be the MiG-29 or the Su-30. I could go mental and try and take an attacker because they are fast, but I mean, mildly terrifying. Yeah. Could take the Mirage, but she's just not armored enough. Neither's the Raphael or the Griffin. That's an attacker Su-30 and that's a Bucharest. I think that's good, yeah. I don't have that yet. But, yeah. Okay, I need to run certain parts. Give me the best chance. Yeah. I think we're ready to go.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky.
I don't like the F-types, not really, they're not mine. Besides, the Russian planes are extraordinarily pretty.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you. Being a plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now. Take care. Whatever happens, stand here. The outcome's
She is a beaut. We got Erusians, we got Soul Squadron, we got some Erusian F-35s, F-14 Strike Eagles, and we'll have some more F-36s.
Roger that. Understood.
Egan and Moonin, huh?
The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. The information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Let's do it, Ocean.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now.
damn. Yeah, we've got pulse weaponry. Ah. They're doing the same thing Mihai did in the Banshee. Oh, she shot it out in midair. Alright, she's gone. God, those little drones he's got with him. Just move in now. Hit him once. And then... Oh, she's gone.
Looks like it hurt. Trigger scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it! Way to shoot, Ace.
Not over yet, though. Ronin is just a little bit too tough for this. And there's Nagase.
Unable to acquire status updates from Erusian aircraft via data link. All aircraft rely on visual confirmation.
Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions? It's observing Strider. It's like it's trying to learn from it. Sounds fine, but it can't keep this up forever. Finish it off, Trigger! Target locked. If they learn to fly like Trigger, who's gonna shoot him down? Not to mention they can manufacture a plane of run.
Target in gun range.
If I could just get it in gun range, I could take her out with the gun.
Attack missed. I get home, I'm breaking myself about living for this mission.
Oh, I got her.
UAV is down. Radar signal is lost.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. I can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's still in the its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
The UAV went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, you'll make it.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after we get through that maze. Don't worry. I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. Where it's going, we can catch it. Drone on your tail. Damn it! It got me. I'm hit. Shit. My wings seem fine, but I'm losing thrust. Is it my engine? Definitely feels like it's my engine. I'm fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but I'll be okay. Uh-oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger.
God
Self-destruct? I
damn
get it.
it.
Once the data is sent, it doesn't need a body anymore. Damn it.
It's such a pain to do that bit. It's such a pain. But it'll put me right here though, I think.
Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. Get it? Damn it.
Oh, I hate this last bit. I hate this last bit, and I have a feeling it's the jet.
It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger.
God damn it, me, come on.
I know you can make it. I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here. Everyone's waiting for you.
Whoa, okay. Come on, old girl.
I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice.
Come on, old girl.
I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes. Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more.
Oh. We're out.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
They did it! That's our Trigger!
He's a damn hero!
No doubt, you're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly under the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
Dark shade of blue.
We're on our way back from our 7-year mission to the asteroid belt. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad. The refugees built a settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess? She's looking to the stars. Dark blue.
Tread.
To the heavens and beyond.
Tread. What are you doing? Don't bruh me. Don't you bruh me. Did I delete it? No.
Can you hear me?
They're both still there. The one from Freddy and the one from Winter are still there. I didn't get rid of them. And they're public. I'll probably have to skip that though. Okay. So that was Ace Combat. That was just me finishing off a campaign on Ace. Which I won't get a trophy for. I don't think. Nope. Okay. So, real quick, we're just gonna switch. We're just gonna take a little bit of a break and switch. We're just gonna switch to Evil Dead, and then I'll be right back. So everyone, just stay where you are and just refresh when I get back. So we'll be right on that.